Greetings, greetings, greetings. Greetings wherever you are. It is a dose of encouragement with me. Your girl Amanda, you are welcome. When you get on here, please share to bring somebody on. And thank you all for the support. As I share it up here, Jehovah. You are welcome to a dose of encouragement with me. Share to bring somebody on when you get on here. We appreciate the support so much. We thank you for joining us as always, as we soak in the music a little bit. You are all welcome to a dose of encouragement with Amanda. Please share to bring somebody on when you get on here. You are my strong tower that I run to. We're going to soak in the music a little bit. As we soak in the music a little bit, thank you all for joining. When you get on here, please share to bring somebody on. My life, my salvation. You are all welcome. This is your girl, Amanda. It is good to have you with us. Please share to bring someone on. My strong tower. As we soak in this music a little bit, I run to present help in time of need. My rock, my life. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. It is a dose of encouragement with me. You are the great I am. Oninya oni obiara ntiseu. Oninya oni obiara ntiseu. My banding. Share to bring somebody on when you get on here. You are so welcome. Oh, Jehovah, you are the great I am. Oninya oni obiara ntiseu. Oninya oni obiara ntiseu. My banding, me journey kobia. You are so welcome. It is a dose of encouragement with Amanda as we share to bring people on here. And as we soak in the music, we will start in a minute. You are so welcome. Please bring somebody on. My strong tower that I run to. Zintel in time of need. My rock, my life, my salvation. Jehovah. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. It is a dose of encouragement as we always do it. It is a beautiful day. It is another blissful Saturday that the Lord has made. We thank you all for the support. We thank you for carrying us along. As I always say, as you support us, may God keep supporting you. As you support us, may God answer you in time of your need. As you support us, may God visit you when you need him. Reverend Ignatius, I salute the oil on your life. I see you on here. Thank you for always supporting us. It is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful Saturday. And as we can all see, the topic says, if not you, then who? If not you, then who? Who are you expecting to take that position? Who are you expecting to take that decision? Who are you expecting to take charge, if not yourself? Our purpose sometimes drop on our laps as if the heavens pour down onto us. You know, we should not be afraid of failure, but we should be afraid of regret. We should not be afraid of people telling us no. We should be afraid of regret. Regret of not trying. Regret of not taking that decision. Regret of not stepping up. If not you, then who? Why are you shortlisting yourself, if I can put it that way? Why are you thinking that, oh, nothing good will come out of you? Why are you afraid to take that stand? If not you, then who? Giving up, they say, is the birth of regret. So step up, take charge. Don't think that there is a problem and it is not you who is supposed to step up. Don't think that somebody else need to do it and not you. Don't think that you ain't good to take that decision. Don't think that whatever you say, nobody will listen. If that problem need to be solved, then step up. If that decision need to be taken, then take it. If not you, then who? If not you in that seat, then who? If not you in that position, then who? Take charge of what can be and forget what you cannot do. Forget what ifs. If not you, then who? Sometimes we've received so many no's that we think that, oh, if I try again, I will still get a no. Keep trying. Keep trying. Because I have never seen anybody who tried and tried and tried and tried and never got a yes. Yes, maybe now you are getting the no's. Maybe now you are getting the no-goes. Maybe now you are at a point where people think that, oh, you're not ready yet. They might be saying no for a reason. But don't give up. Keep trying. Keep going. Because one day, you will surely get a yes. Are you stopping because you are getting the no's and you think that, oh, I've tried 3-4 times, so I am not going anymore? Keep trying. As I said, don't be afraid of failure, but be terrified of regret. Regret of not continuing to try. Regret of not continue to push it. Regret of not doing what you need to do in order to get that yes. Because you know for a fact that you are way more qualified than somebody else. You know for a fact that you are way more suitable for that position. So the fact that you are not getting it now doesn't mean that you're not good enough. If not you, then who? If not you to say that this thing is an issue, it's been going on for a while, and so somebody needs to step up, and that somebody is going to be me, then who? The same word will say that if not now, then when? Excuse me. If not you, then who? Have you asked yourself that if I take that position, if I step up, what will happen? Have you asked yourself that if I take charge of whatever is going on, what would happen? What will be the outcome? Have you tried that? Or you're not trying because your friends are motivated enough. You're not trying because your friend is not stepping up. You're not trying because your friend says that, oh, I'm not the one to take charge. And so you too, you're doing the same thing? If not you, then who? Do not sell yourself short. Do not think that whatever you have to offer is not good enough. It might not be good enough for you, but it is good enough for somebody, because somebody need that decision from you. Somebody need that guidance from you. Somebody need that plan from you. If not you, then who? As I said, you might have heard so many no's and you think that, oh, enough is enough. I am not trying anymore because every time I go, I get the no's. Our purpose sometimes drop in our lives as if the heavens throw them by accident. But no, that purpose was given to you for a reason. That purpose was given to you so you can step up. That purpose was given to you so you can make that decision. If not you, then who? If not you to say that, hey guys, this thing has gone on way too far. We need to do, and we're not getting results. So we need to do it this way. If not you, then who to say that, okay, this situation needs to stop and we're going to take it in a different direction? If not you, then who? Why are you selling yourself so short? Why do you think that you're not the one to take that decision? You're not the one to step up. Are you doing so because your friends are motivated to do so? Are you doing so because you think that people will judge you for always stepping up? Are you doing so because you think that you're not good enough? I'm here to tell you something. It should rather be you and not anybody else. It should rather be you. If not you, then who? Have you applied for a position and you think that, oh, I don't have these qualifications, so I might not get it? If not you, then who? If not you to get that position, then who? Have confidence enough in yourself that yes, you can make it. Have confidence enough in yourself that whatever you put your mind to it, you can do it. Have confidence enough to step up. You should remind yourself each and every day that whatever you put your mind to do, you will surely do it. You will surely get the result that you need. Let me give you an example. There was this Miss USA that somebody saw the potentials in her and asked her to apply for the pageant. And she asked herself, it's like, how am I supposed to do this, because I don't have anything in me? And this person that I'm talking about was a military member too, a service member. So he's like, oh, how am I supposed to do this, because I don't have that quality? That lady saw that confidence, that lady saw that potential in her and told her, you could be it. She tried. The first time she didn't get, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, she got the no. But what did she do? She kept going on. She kept going the next year and the next year and the next year. And finally, she got into the pageant. And at the end of the day, to cut everything short, she became the next Miss USA. So if she has sold herself short, if she has said that, oh, That person see the potential in me, but I don't. So I'm not going to try. Or if she has said that, I got a no. And so for 7 times, to the extent that family members were telling her to stop because you've wasted all this time going to the same thing and you're getting a no. So you have to stop. But that voice, or that statement that lady told her, that you have that potential in you. You can be the next Miss USA. She kept going. And that brings me to the question, if not you, then who? If not her, then who? You might think that you've gotten that much no. You might think that every time you go, every time you apply for a job, they tell you no. Every time you go in for interview, they tell you ain't qualified enough. Ask yourself, what exactly are they looking for that I don't have? What exactly are their qualifications, are their requirements that I don't have? For you to get the ability and the chance to even be offered the chance to apply, number one, the chance to go for an interview, number two, should tell you that you are good enough, should tell you that it needs to be you, should tell you that nobody is more qualified than you. Have you started something and you think that, oh, nothing good is coming out of this, so I might as well do it anyhow? Is that what you're thinking about? You think that nothing better is coming out of whatever you've done previously. Nothing, no result has, you haven't yielded any results. And so you're going to give up. If not you, then who? You have to take actions now so you don't regret later for not trying. You have to take actions now so you don't say that, had I known. If not you, then who? Being a bystander won't solve the issue. Being a bystander because everybody else is standing by and not doing something about the situation and not intercepting or interfering or stepping up to something that is going on won't solve the issue. Don't be anybody else. Don't be everybody else. Be you. If not you, then who? Do you rather let your friends take that decision, take that step, and not you? Do you let people take that decision instead of you stepping in? Is that what you do? Is that what you do? If not you, then who? Step in. Sometimes you go out into the community and you see something going on and you know that this thing, I have a way to make it right. This thing, it might not be you physically intercepting whatever is going on at that point, but you have an idea. You have plans. You have visions that you can bring it out to help that situation. And you tell yourself, oh, not me, because I don't want people saying this. I don't want people saying that. If not you, then who? Why don't you put this in practice? Why don't you put yourself first? Why don't you say that, yes, if anybody deserves it, if anybody need to step in, if anybody need to make things right, it should be me and not somebody else? Why don't you say that? If not you, then who? Why don't you take that charge? Take charge of the situation, if I can put it that way. Because the last thing you ever want to do is to regret that there was something that happened that you knew you could have taken charge of that situation and you didn't because your friend is standing by being a bystander. And so, or not motivated enough. And so you say to yourself, oh, if that person that is outspoken is not doing it, then who should I? Why should I? Excuse me, why should I do it? If not you, then who? Problems come because we have the solutions to it. We have the ability to stand it. We have the resources to fix it. Don't be a bystander because somebody else is not taking charge. Don't be a bystander because your friends are motivated enough. Don't be a bystander because you think that you ain't confident enough. You're not outspoken enough. If not you, then who? As I said earlier on, if not you to take that position, then who? If not you to take that leadership role, then who? You know, when I think of this quote, if not you, then who? Three things come to mind: assumption, role, and time. Assumption, role, and time. Assumption in the sense that you see something going on, you see a problem going on. You know that this thing needs to be fixed. You know that this thing needs to be done. You have the ability, as I was saying earlier on, you have the resources, you have the idea, you have the knowledge to step up. Take responsibility. Don't assume that somebody else will do it. Don't assume that it is somebody else's responsibility and not you. Don't assume that somebody else will take charge and not you. If not you, then who? Do not assume that somebody else needs to take that responsibility and not you. Do not assume that I don't have any better thing to say, or I don't have the idea. I don't have the resources to take this responsibility. Take it anyway, because what you will say might be that little thing that you need to diffuse that situation. So you assuming that somebody else will take charge shouldn't be so. It should be you. If not you, then who? Don't assume that I can stand there and somebody else will take responsibility for whatever is going on. It needs to be you. If not you, then who? As I said, do not be afraid of failure, but be terrified of regret. Regret that you assume that somebody else will take charge. Regret that you assume that it is somebody's responsibility and not you. Regret that it is somebody's right and not you. If it is a job, why not you? Why shouldn't it be you taking that position? Why shouldn't it be you taking that leadership role? And the next one that comes to mind is role. You think that somebody is more qualified, way qualified than you? What is making that person more qualified than you? And why are you even assuming that that person is more qualified than you? Sometimes all it needs or all it takes is you stepping up into a situation. And you ask me, what kind of situation? So let's take, for example, you go out with your friends and you all start talking and something doesn't sit right with you because somebody says something else. And everybody is looking at each other like, oh, we know this thing is wrong, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be a bystander. But you all know that this thing is wrong. You need to take that role and say, hey, this thing we saying isn't right. This thing you doing isn't right. This thing need to be done this way and that way. If not you, then who? If not you taking charge, then who? If not you stepping into that leadership role, then who? It might not be even applying for a job. It might be in a gathering that you are in a church. And you think that, oh, the pastor hasn't told me that I can do this or I can take this role, so I'm not doing it. But meanwhile, you know way more than the person that is doing it and doing it wrong. So you leave that person to mess up everything. You leave that person to destroy everything. Meanwhile, you have the knowledge. Meanwhile, you have the resources. Meanwhile, you are built for that. If not you to take up that leadership role, then who? As I said, when we think of this topic or this quote, three things come to mind: assumption, role, and time. And we spoke about assumption, that you are assuming that, oh, it is somebody's responsibility and not me. Whatever is going on has nothing to do with me. So it is not my responsibility. And so I won't take charge. And the next person is role. You thinking that I am not in a leadership role. We all have done some before. I can say to myself, I have done it before. That it get to a point that you know that this thing that this person is doing, you have more knowledge. You can do it way better because the person is not doing something right. And you can do way more better job than that person. But here you are, you sit back and you say that nobody has given me that role to do, or nobody has handed me over that role, so I'm not going to take that leadership role. Sometimes all you need is the confidence to step into that role. And especially in a situation where nobody is coming up as in charge, and you know that somebody needs to step in. If not you, then who? If not you to take that position, then who? If not you to sit up and say that, guys, yes, we all are having fun and all that, but this thing we saying ain't right, then who? Who? Who needs to step up? Who needs to step into that role, into that leadership role, and say that, oh, we need to do things the other way and not this way? If not you, then who? As I said earlier on, do not be afraid of failure, but be terrified of regret because you did not step up. Be terrified of regret because you did not say something when you should have. Be terrified of regret because you did not go for that position that you have confidence, and you have your inner voice telling you that go for that position because it is your time. Sometimes we find opportunities all up around us, but yet we are afraid to take that step because we think that somebody else deserves that more than us. Welcome, Kwame Testimony, and thank you for joining. Please share to bless somebody. Thank you, Ms. Chandra, for joining. Please share to bring somebody on. So if not you, put your comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic. If not you, then who? If not you to be in that seat. Let me put it that way. Because I've seen so many people with so much potentials that are looking way too down on themselves. That are thinking that, oh, I am not qualified for this position. And so I am not even going to try. I've seen so many. And me, myself, I've done some before. I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to. Listen, when we sit on here, we work on ourselves. I'm not even going to lie. I've been in that position before. When I knew that, oh, this thing that this person is doing, he or she is doing it wrong. And I know how to make it better. But because nobody has given me that role, because nobody gave me that, the role, I stood back. And now looking back to it, knowing how the end result was, I was like, damn, I should have stood up. I should have said something. I should have gone forward. I should have said alter the word. It all comes down to we not feeling confident enough too. It all comes down to we looking down on ourselves and thinking that, oh, that person, the next person is way more qualified than us. The next person is way more outspoken than us. The next person has way more qualifications than us. If not you, then who? If it is not you to step up, if it is not you to assume that position and not think that it is not my responsibility, it is somebody else's responsibility, then who? Are we sitting back? Are we being bystanders because our friends are motivated to take that position? Our friends are motivated to say something. Our friends are motivated to step up. And so we say that, oh, we're just gonna join the crew because nobody is stepping up. The third thing that comes to mind is time. As I said, when we think of this quote, three things come to mind: assumption, role, and time. And I spoke a little bit about assumption, about those that are joining us now. Thank you all for joining. Please share to bring somebody on. We spoke about assumption, the fact that you see something going on, you see a problem going on, and you don't say anything because you think that it is not your responsibility. And then we talk of role, that because nobody has officially given you that leadership position, because nobody has officially given you that title, you step back and you don't do anything about it. And then the next one that we need to talk about is time. Are you always thinking that, oh, it's not time for me to do anything? I am just gonna let the situation play itself a little bit before I say something. Don't think that you need more time to step up. Don't think that you need more time to be in your glory. Don't think that you need more time to do what you have to do. Don't think that you need more time. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? If you need any time, the time is now. The time is now for you to step up. The time is now for you to go for that position that you've always been dreaming of. The time is now to feel confident enough. The time is now to sit up and say that, okay, I've watched this situation, or I've watched this person do this whole thing way too much, and he or she is not doing it right. And so it is time for me to step in. It is time for me to step in. Yes, our brother is saying sometimes it's shyness. Yes, it is. I know that we've all been in that situation before, but it is about time that we work on that confidence that we need. And you ask me, oh, Amanda, how can I work on my shyness? Let me tell you something. I always use myself as an example because some of these things that I talk, I have what do you call it? Example in my personal life. So let me tell you, Kwame testimony, you saying sometimes it's shyness. Let me tell you how you can get away with shyness, okay? And I've tried it and it has helped me. So I don't know if you know that I'm a worshiper. When I started leading praises and worship in church, the first time I was like, God, I don't know how to stand in front of crowd to talk. But I did it anyway. And when I was done leading the praises and worship, I was talking way down on myself. I was like, this thing that I did, I didn't even do it right. How will I go stand there if I'm not confident enough to even do this right, do things the right way and sing right and all that? And I didn't say it to just myself. I told my sister about it. I told my spiritual mother about it, who is a pastor and was the pastor at that time in that church. And the thing went not just from her straight up to the head pastor. And so he called me and was like, why are you looking down on yourself? Why do you think that whatever you did in church wasn't good enough? I said, but Papa, I wasn't able to do it this way because I had expectations. I wasn't able to do it this way. I wasn't able to move the people that I wanted to move. You know what he said to me? What he said was, and God bless him wherever he is. He's late now, Reverend Inti. He was like, when you come stand here to lead us to the presence of God, you're not doing it for any man. That's number one. You're doing it for God. And I was like, okay, Papa, but I know for a fact that what I did, I didn't do right. So that was the first time. And the second time, another pastor said to me, Amanda, why do you always look up whenever you sing? I said, Papa, because I don't want to look at people's faces and think that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what he said to me? That you are thinking way too much of what people think. And you are not thinking of what exactly you are doing. So that is just by the way. From there, I started standing in the mirror and singing to see how or what my posture is. And I said to myself, it is time that I take this confidence that I've gotten here in my room out there. And when I took off that thinking, when I took off that shyness of, when I said to myself, okay, enough is enough. Now I am going to do this and do it right. Even if I can't look at people's faces, I will look above their heads. So sometimes all you need is you talking to yourself. Sometimes all you need is you sitting, we can talk to ourselves, okay? We can have a conversation with ourselves. It's not that you have to have another person to communicate with. If that is the case, then why do we talk to God when he's not around? Why do we sometimes put a seat in front of us and say that, God, I'm inviting you to come sit on here because I have a conversation with you? So the same way we do when we talking to God, we can do the same way with our personal self. You tell yourself, self, today I have a conversation with you and I need you to sit here. I need you to listen to me. I need to do this A, B, C, and Z. And I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do that. And when you do that, you end up opening up the things that you were closed off on. When you do that, you end up giving room to the possibility of taking away that shyness. Maybe all you need is practice. Maybe all you need is that encouraging words from yourself or from somebody else to tell you that, yes, you can do it. To tell you that, yes, it has to be you. To tell you that what you're doing the right thing. To tell you that what you're doing, it is good. Sometimes that's all we need. Talking to ourselves, being confident enough. Yes, and I see our brother writing self-actualization can lead to that too. So as I said, if you need to sit down and have a conversation with yourself, then do it. Don't think that it is not time yet. Don't think that, don't say that, oh, nobody has given me that role yet. Don't say that, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want somebody to say that, oh, me and Shishinim, or I want praise from other people, and so I am going to sit up. If not you, then who? Why are you looking down on yourself? Why do you think that it is not your time yet? Why do you think that somebody else need to step in that position? Why do you think that somebody else need to take out that position and not you? Why do you talk so down on yourself? Why do you look so down on yourself? Why aren't you brave enough to go for that, to hold whatever it is by the horn, to take whatever it is by the horn? Bible says that God help those who help themselves. So if you sit in there and not helping yourself, if you sit in there and think that, oh, it is not my time yet, I can't do this, or this person that is sitting there, or the next person that applied for that job is way more qualified than me, then you ain't gonna go anywhere. If not you, then who? If not you to be in that spotlight, then who? If not you to get that praise, then who? If not you, then who? I can't stress this enough. That if not us, then who? This week we are going to work on this. That we are going to affirm those positivities. We are going to affirm those confidence, and we're going to say that yes, we can do it. Yes, we deserve it. Yes, we are qualified. We need to take away that fear, Kwame testimony. We need to. We need to do that. If not us, then who? Who are we expecting to be in that position? Who are we expecting to take that role? Who are we expecting to be in that spotlight for people to applaud? If not us, then who? If we cannot take up that, then who? As I said, the only thing that we need to be afraid of, the only thing that we need to be, afraid of is failure. And not be afraid of the no's that we get. Listen, there will be times that you're going to get so many no's, but that does not mean that you ain't good enough. There will be so many times that you will try. People are going to say no. Companies are going to say no. Things that need to come through are going to be a no, because it might not be the time yet. Because it might not be your season yet. It might not be that appointed time yet. But that doesn't mean that you should stop trying. That doesn't mean that you should stop, you should give in at all. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep trying. Listen, I gave an example earlier on that there was this army captain that somebody told that she sees potential in her to be the next Miss USA. And she doubted herself, because that time, way before she even went to military school, she was working in Target. And she's like, this woman, you don't know what you're saying. But eventually she tried. She was given a no, and no, and no, and no, and no. Not just 2 times, not just 3 times, not just 4 times, but 7 good times. To the extent that even her family members said to her, enough is enough. You've gone way too much, and you've been getting, all you're getting is a no. Don't go anymore. But that little voice from that lady kept her going. That if not you, then who? If not you to be the next Miss USA, then who? That's why I'm asking ourselves, if not us to be the one in the spotlight, if not us to be the one taking that responsibility, if not us to step into that situation that is going on by the corner, because somebody says something wrong, because we think that people are standing by watching, and so we too, we're going to stand by, because we think that our friends are not motivated enough, and so we too, we're just going to stand there and not do anything. If not you, then who? Keep trying. Keep trying. We keep trying, but God must intervene. God will intervene. I always say to ourselves that God doesn't give us anything that we cannot handle. Sometimes, my father, J. Abraham, says something. He says, our test becomes our testimony. Because whenever we go through this, it is a time of pruning. You're taking me there now. It is a time of pruning. So our test becomes our testimony. So whatever, the same way the goldsmith puts that iron in fire over and over and over again and keep hitting it, the same way God is taking you through that process, because he knows that you can handle the test in order to get your testimony. So keep trying. Keep pushing it. If not you, then who? If not you to be in that position, then who? So if you're trying and you think that you are at your breaking point, and so you're going to give up, don't give up here. If you're trying and you think that God has given up on you, He hasn't. Because as I said, He doesn't give us anything that we cannot handle. Whatever we go through is our pruning moment. Whatever we go through is our shaping moment. As the gardener prunes the tree to make sure that its branches are well, so does God takes us through that pruning stage in order for us to go to the next level, in order for us to move to our destination. You might think it's a shame. Kim Soon-pin, you're taking me there now. You might think that whatever you're going through is a shame. As I said, whatever test you're going through becomes your testimony. If not you, then who? If not you to take that spotlight, then who? You might think that you've helped so many people and you've gotten into trouble. You might think that you've stepped into so many situations to help because it needs to be you rather than somebody, and you've gotten into trouble. But here I am to tell you something, that whatever happens to us is not to shame us. Whatever happens to us is to build us up, is to strengthen us, is to shape us, is to give us that momentum for the next stage, is to give us that courage to move to the next level, is to give us that drive to move to the next stage. If not you, then who? That's right. Our brother Kwame testimony said he doesn't know, but it is rather your mindset. That is right. As I said this morning, you all are taking me there. That is so right. Thank you all for joining. This is a dose of encouragement with Amanda. We come your way every Saturday morning to work on ourselves. So keep sharing, keep bringing people on, keep inviting people. If you haven't followed us on our website yet, please do a doseofencouragement.com. If you haven't followed us on Facebook yet, please do a dose of encouragement with Amanda. If not you, then who? This week, we are going to work on ourselves. This week, we are going to be the one taking that decision. This week, we are not going to assume. We are not going to assume that somebody else is going to take that responsibility. We're not going to say that nobody has put us in that role yet, in that leadership role yet, so we're not going to take charge. This week, we are not going to think that it is not our time yet. Every day, every minute is our time. It is our mindset to step up. It is our mindset to stand in. It is our mindset to say that it should rather be me and not somebody else. Do not think that because your friends are being bystanders, I am also going to be a bystander. Do not think that because my friends are motivated enough, I won't be motivated to take that decision. Do not think that nobody has put you in that leadership role yet, and so you're not going to take decision when you know that you have an idea that can solve the situation, when you know that you have an idea that can improve the situation, that you know that whatever your friends are saying or whatever we all doing is not the right thing to do, and somebody needs to step up. Thank you all so much for always joining us. As I said, I am your girl, Amanda. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Akofi Aye. I thank you all so much for the support that you've been giving us. As I always say, as you support us, may God answer you in time of your need. May God answer you when you need it. May God also support you in every day and everything that you do. Somebody like, my Lord came to push me out of my house. My business is not moving because I'm not getting the connection I need. I need, and you tell me my mindset. Come on, bro. Ken Sumpi, if that's the right pronunciation. I believe that maybe wherever you're looking at is not where you need to look at. Maybe wherever you think that you might get solution from is not where you need to look at. As I said 2 weeks ago, sometimes you need to step back. In that same situation, you need to step back and look into the situation and see what I'm doing right and what I'm not. Sometimes you need to step back and say, I have taken this decision. I have taken this route. I have taken this, and nothing is working out. What am I doing wrong? Sometimes you need a second eye, because you might think that everything you're doing is right. Sometimes you need somebody to look into that situation, or you yourself, you need to separate yourself a little bit from that situation to look into it. Listen, it's all love up here. It is, as I said, we work on ourselves. You might not, you might think that whatever you are doing is right, and somebody else, whatever somebody else is saying is not. Sometimes all you need is you stepping back from that situation. And again, let's keep all comments respectfully on here. Uh, Sometimes all you need is stepping back from that situation and looking into it to be sure that what you are doing is the what you need to be doing. Okay, so King Sumpi, if you want, you can leave us a message in our inbox, and we will sure to reach back to you to see how best we can help you, to see what we need to do to bring your situation around, if I can say it that way. But as my brother is saying, it is all, sometimes it is all about the mindset. Sometimes it is all about you stepping back from that situation. Sometimes it is all about you letting somebody else look through and see that if what you're doing it the right way or not. That is why it is always good to have people around you that can tell you what you need to hear, and now what you're doing wrong and right, and now what you need to hear them say to you. All right. So once again, this is a dose of encouragement with Amanda. Today we've gone over our time. We always come your way 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday morning, and 11 a.m. Ghana time, and we try to spend at least 45 minutes to work on ourselves, to learn from each other. I might not know everything, and I learned from you all as well. Thank you all so much. Whoever made it on here today, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And as I said, as you keep supporting us, may God keep supporting you all. Please keep sharing this video. Let it go viral on TikTok, every platform, because we want to help people get to their God-given opportunities with everybody, not just us, but everybody joining us, helping each other to get to our God-given destination. So if you join me today, God bless you. God bless you all for joining. And I will come your way again next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. I salute you all very much. And please don't forget, we come your way every last Saturday of the month with a time with the prophet. So please do not forget to make a date. As I said, if you haven't followed us, please go to our page and follow us. I thank you all so much. My team, wherever you might be, I thank you all so much. My husband, Mr. Kofi, wherever you are, I thank you all so much for the support that you've been giving me. Until I come your way again, I salute you all and I sign out. Have a blissful Saturday.